Pete Buchanan with Plain Simple Golf, and what I'd like to talk to you about today is the age-old question of swing plane. I mean, there's all kinds of different things out there talking about what truly is swing plane and what does it entail. To me, there's only one swing plane you should ever worry about. It's the line parallel to how you set the shaft up at address. Swing plane should be parallel to this, and it's very important that you understand what that is. I'm going to set up here, and you can see two shafts I have in the ground, a yellow one and an orange one. When I set up to the ball, the yellow one represents the line going directly up my shaft of my club. And so it's important with this one, when you come away to be on plane, the first 3 feet are critical. So that when you turn away, the club comes with you, and when you turn, when your hands and the club are parallel to the ground, they should also be parallel to the target line, and the club head should be directly opposite of your hands. And the toe of that club should be straight up and down. Everybody talks about, well, what is a square club face? You should be able to turn and face it and set it back down and have it as square as it was before. Going back this direction and having the toe forward here is not square to the arc. That's closed to the arc of the swing. That's going to have to be reopened. You know the old adage, once you close your door at home, you got 2 options. Leave it closed or open it. I don't want to have to fiddle with those to make it work. That's too much timing. You find a lot of guys on tour trying to fight that timing, especially when you get into those pressure situations. Do you want to have to rely on that? I want the face square to the arc the entire time, so no matter where I swing the golf club, the face is always square to it. And that goes back to that plane. It goes back to an arc. So you got to look at that swing. So let's talk about it. So the first 3 feet, everything turns away. It's right there parallel to the ground and to the target line. The angle formed between my arms and the shaft is identical. One of the reasons I built the SSR, to keep it that way. So the club shaft to the arms is always the same. And then from there, I'm going to let my right arm fold, and I'm going to let the club go up to my shoulder. So now the shaft of the club should be parallel, should be right an extension of the orange shaft to the original shaft angle. That's plane. That's swing plane. You add that big hinge that a lot of people do, guess what? Relative to your forearms, what have you done to the golf club? It's no longer correct. Look how shut the club face is. So what do you have to do? You got to make all this manipulation coming down to try to get it back and then swing it forward. Too hard to do. Too hard to do. Let's keep it simple here again. Let's go back on the swing plane. First 3 feet, covering your hands. Goes up to your shoulders parallel. Now here's the big kicker, everybody. Keeping the angle between your left arm and the shaft the same, the right arm needs to push the club down so it comes right back down and it goes right back into that original position parallel to where it was when you started. You heard me. I said the right arm pushes the club down. Yeah, I know some of you are scratching your heads right now saying, what? I've got to use my arm from the top early? I thought I was supposed to tuck my right arm into my side and wait until the last possible millisecond to use my right arm. Good luck. That's why you're struggling. You know it. I know it. That's why you're struggling. You got to stop doing that stuff. It's too hard. It's too hard to time that. Turn on the television on the weekends and watch all the players missing the fairways and the greens. Yep, it's too hard. They don't understand it yet, but you're going to understand it now. Once you all understand it, we're going to make this game easier for everybody. That's just what we're trying to do here. That's what Plain Simple Golf is all about. Simplify the game for everybody that plays it to make it easier. So let's do that again. From the top of the swing, from here, the right arm pushes the club down and maintains the angle between the left arm and the shaft. It pushes it down right into the bottom of it and continues it through to the other side. And you'll notice right here, I've let the club release. My arms, the forearms are fully released. I don't have my right hand on it now. Look at my right foot. It's still on the ground. From the top of the swing, I'm not trying to get all this stuff moved forward before I do anything else. I want to keep that body position, keep those angles, and drive that golf club down into the bottom of that golf ball. Maintain the plane angle by using the right arm to maintain this angle. That's why we built this. We want to make it easier for you. So let's do it again. From the top of the swing, we're going to let that club from here, the right arm is going to push it back down and let it come back in parallel where it was and let it release to the other side. Let's hit one and see how good we've got it. I don't know about you, but I'm going to take that one. 15 feet right of the pin, I'm ready to make a birdie. That's what it's all about. Simple, simple, simple motion, swing plane. And on the opposite side of that, when we go through to the other side, we've got it matched here. We're going to push it down matched, and over here we have the same. We're going to match that all the way through. That's plane. That's what swing plane is. parallel to the original shaft angle on both sides. In its simplest form, if you just move the golf club in that position from either side, even if you only went shoulder high with the hands, you'd be 95% better than you are now. Length of the swing isn't the issue. The direction it goes and the position it goes is the issue. Don't worry about, I know that some of the senior players, you've lost some of that length and you think, oh, I got to get that length, so you're collapsing your arms or you're collapsing your legs. Don't worry about that. That's not where the distance is going to come from. The distance is going to come from getting this club in the right swing plane and letting your forearms swing the golf club down without any independent hand action. That's what's going to give you that maximum distance. But besides that, consistent ball flight. Every ball the same trajectory. Every ball the same contact. That's going to make you shoot lower scores. That's what it's all about. When you're playing golf, it's not the length of the course that gives you trouble, it's the width. Let's get the ball inside the width of the golf course. That's what it's all about. If your golf course is too long for you, move up a set of tees. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I just turned 50. The young guys I play with are now flabbergasted because I play at a tee box in front of them now. I turned 50, I get to move up. I'm taking full advantage of everything I can. If you've turned 70, keep moving up. I would challenge you. Go to the front set of tees and stay there until you can shoot par. Then move back. And you'd say, I'm going to show you that length isn't the issue. It's the width. The width is the issue. Come on now, let's get this golf ball in the right place. You ready for another one? I'm ready for another one. Let's get this golf club swinging on what the correct plane is, and let's have some fun playing this game. You know what I like about that shot? Solid as can be, perfectly straight towards the target, not a blade of grass that I took. Perfectly solid shot, swinging level to the ground. I'm not tearing the ground up. Superintendent's going to love me. I can practice all day long and he never knows I'm here. Great way to do it. The only way to do it if you want to maximize distance, direction, trajectory, contact. Plain simple golf. Simple swing repeater. Put it on the right swing plane. Those combinations will take your game further along and move your scores down faster than anything else you've ever seen in the game. This is what you have to have. See you next time on Plain Simple Golf.